Hey, yo, what is up, my folks? It's your boy, FizzleTheHizzle, aka Ben here. Bringing you guys a Week 4 team builder for the Nimbasa City League against the Ladner Lanturn and my boy Ian. We're both 3-0 to start off the season. We're in the same division as well. Another 3-0 team, Austin and the Atlanta Star Raptors. They also were 3-0, but they picked up the W. So they're now 4-0, and he's also in the same division. So we had three 3-0 teams starting off the season in our division. So it's gonna be a fun one, man. Ian, I beat him once in the AABL. I don't think I deserved to win that game because I got a lucky roll on the Thunderous, but it was a win nevertheless. And we're looking to keep our unbeaten streak against Ian and the unbeaten streak in the NCL. So yeah, man, let's jump right into it. Looking at his team here, he has. All right, let me get rid of this. He has a Mega Pincer. You see things like Swords Dance with the Aerialate ability. You can use Return, Double Edge, Quick Attack. Party Quick Attack is really good. It gets lots of coverage like Close Combat, Stone Edge. So it's going to be really hard to get this thing down, but it does have glaring 4 times Stealth Rock weakness. So we're looking to whittle that down. Mew, one of the most versatile mons in the format. It can get every TM move. You can see it defensive like Will-O-Wisp, Roost, Rocks, Defog. More offensive like a Calm Mind Sweeper, Dual Dance. Gets lots of coverage as well. And this thing is very scary. Sylveon, we're very familiar with Sylveon. If you haven't seen one of my AABL weeks, we did get basically swept by a Calm Mind, Wish, Protect, Heal Belt Sylveon. Calm Mind, Wish, Protect, Heal Belt. Calm Mind, Wish, Protect, Hyper Voice Sylveon. This thing is a monster. Pixelate ability boosts its moves a lot. It's a great cleric. It has very good special defense, and it's pretty slow though, so we're going to look to take advantage of that. Alolan Ninetales has a Snow Warning ability, so it summons Hail every time it comes in. 109 speed, pretty fast. 81 base special attack does not look very good, but with Blizzard, it never misses in Hail, and that's pretty good. Considering that Blizzard is just a very high base move. It also gets access to the Aurora Veil, so basically Reflect and Light Screen in one, so he pairs out with the Alolan Sandslash very well. Next up, he has Rotom Heat, a Levitator, Electric Fire type. Very bulky, it has a great typing. Gets Defog, Will-O-Wisp, Overheat, Volt Switch, stuff like that. It's relatively limited in what it can do. And I'm very familiar with the Rotom form, so I know exactly what kind of sets he may or may not bring. Alolan Sandslash, very good pair with Alolan Ninetales. Very bulky on the defensive end. With the Slush Rush ability, its speed gets boosted. Gets doubled actually in Hail. And it's a very good Hail Sweeper to clean up games. Alolan Raticate, terrible mon. Dark and Normal type. Milotic, a very fat mon. Very good defenses, especially on the special defensive end. But that can be patched with like a Flame Orb Marvel skill set, so it can boost his defense up. And that can be very scary. You usually see things like Recover, Toxic, Scald, stuff like that. It's a very big annoyance in my team. And surprisingly another big annoyance in my team. It's very bulky on both sides. And you can Dragon Dance up, and gets lots of coverage as well. Special side, physical side. With the move tutors, it really helped him. So it's able to get lots of coverage, and it has 3 really cool abilities: Bulletproof, Soundproof, and Overcoat. Overcoat is really cool because he does not get affected by his hail, so that's pretty good tech. Serperior, a very fast grass type. Deceptively bulky. Its stats don't look amazing, but it's deceptively bulky, and with a Leaf Storm with the contrary ability, it boosts its special attack, and it can snowball really fast. It is generally limited in what it can do. You usually see things like Subseed, Leaf Storm, Hidden Power, Glare. That's like the only 5 moves you ever see on this thing. Maybe Defog, maybe. But yeah, Serperior is a pretty good mon. Stunfisk, he picked it up very recently, probably because of my Mega Scissor, honestly. So yeah. Static ability, it's very fat. It gets Rocks, Discharge, Earth Power, Earthquake, stuff like that. And Toxic. It doesn't get recovery though, so if we whittle that thing down, it can be very useless. And the mons I predict him to bring, I didn't make them shiny, are probably Mega Pincer, Mew, Sylveon, Rotom Heat, Milotic, and Como-O. He has a very good team, so I wouldn't be surprised if things like Serperior and his Hail Sweepers came. So I wouldn't be very surprised at all. And looking at his team here, with hazards, he has Stealth Rocks. He has lots of Stealth Rock users. Mew, Como, Alolan Sandslash, Mega Pincer, Stunfisk. Mew and Stunfisk are usually what uses the moves. Como is a decent rocker. He has removal in the form of Defog with the and Mew, Rotom Heat, and Superior. Rapid Spin with Alolan Sandslash. He has 4 Clerics with Mew, Superior, Sylveon, Alolan Ninetales with Aromatherapy, and Heal Bell, stuff like that. So yeah, man, it's going to be a tough matchup. I'm going to have a lot of fun. We always have a... Last match we played was very fun indeed. So first up we got Bindi, our Crocodile. If you notice, we brought a very similar team against Dom, the composition-wise, but slightly different sets. Stealth Rock, Knockoff, Pursuit, Earthquake. Rocks are big for whittling his team down, especially that Mega Scissor, and some bulky stuff that we don't like, and can help for cleaners like Todoroki and our Emboar, which we'll get into, maybe even Katie. And Knockoff Pursuit is there. Knockoff we can scout off. If like we knock the leftovers off, we can assume that it would be bulky. If we knock a Life Orb off, that can be very good for us. If he goes into his Milotic and we knock off like a Flame Orb, that's going to be very good for us. Pursuit to Pursuit Trap the Mew or low HP Mons at the last second potentially, so that could be very useful. Earthquake, good stab damage. This outspeeds Rotom Heat and Como. So next up we have our Mega Pinsir. Bullet Punch, U-Turn, Superpower, Roost is very especially bulky. If you look at his team, he has a lot of especially bulky mons. Shout out to Austin for helping me with the set. I think it's a really good bring. HP Fire from like Alolan Ninetales does like 25%. It's like crazy. And unboosted, Superior HP Fire does like nothing. Even at +2 it doesn't kill. And we can just U-turn out all the time. And Roost is there for longevity. Superpower is there for Alolan Sandslash in case it does decide to come. So, and Bullet Punch is there to like pick things off, like Mega Pinsir and Mew and stuff like that. So yeah, this thing is a very good pivot, a defensive pivot for my team. Next up we have Zapdos, our Kiana here. Discharge, Hidden Power, Ice, Toxic, Roost. Very defensively bulky. Attempt to handle the Mega Pinsir. It does get Stone Edge, which does a fair chunk to my Kiana here, but we can discharge away, and it should kill after rocks. And Hidden Power Ice is there for things that do want to switch in on a discharge. Well, not necessarily a discharge. Like an electric move like Superior and Stunfisk especially. We can Hidden Power Ice it for decent stab damage. Not stab damage, decent damage. Toxic is there to whittle things down like the Serp, like the Stunfisk, stuff like that. The Mew especially, if he doesn't run Clerics. And if he does bring Clerics on his team, we can force them to Heal Bell, and that provides a lot of momentum for us. Roost and Leftovers is there for longevity. Next up, we have one of our breakers today. I love this thing, man. It's my favorite Pokemon in this draft so far. Kyurem Black, Z Freeze Shock, Fusion Bolt, Earth Power, Dragon Claw. This thing is an absolute monster, man. What's the switch into Z Freeze Shock? You think Marvel Scale Milotic? Doubt. Terravolt goes right through that Marvel Scale, and a Z Freeze Shock plus a Fusion Bolt does KO Milotic. So nothing really switches on his team. Like, literally nothing else on his team switches into this. Maybe a Rotom Heat, but with Terravolt, I can just Earth Power that thing, as you can see. Fusion Bolt is there to pick things off. Dragon Claw is there for really good stab damage. And this outspeeds Como and Rotom Heat. This is going to be a very big player in breaking our team and potentially helping our cleaners clean. And yeah, man, if we can break down his bulk core, then things like Bullet Punch from Scissor and our Emboar, which we're about to get into, can be really clutch in the late game. Next up, we have the Emboar, our Endeavor here. Choice Scarf Emboar just rips his team apart. Flare Blitz, Wild Charge, Superpower, Head Smash. Flare Blitz and Superpower just are like, just body his team. Nothing really wants to take a Flare Blitz. It's not even defensive Mew. It gets 2-shot if it tries to switch in. Wild Charge is there to hit the Milotic relatively well, but it doesn't hit way too hard because of Marvel Scale potentially if he's max bulky. But it's really good chip on it. Head Smash is there for the Rotom Heat, which is usually a safe option, but with Reckless Head Smash, it does KO. And we have a lot of good places to just come in and sweep. If I play my sacks correctly again, I can bring Emboar for free, and nothing really wants to take good hits. He doesn't have a lot of bulk on his team besides like Mew and Milotic, and those things get like destroyed by Todoroki like a Z Freeze Shock. And this thing outspeeds Scarf a lot of things. This outspeeds everything on his team. It outspeeds Scarf Sylveon, if he wants to bring that, but I don't anticipate it at all. Next up, we have our final pick, Katie. Oh, Katie, our Gengar. I'm sorry, Emboar is like weird off the layout. I couldn't get it to fit. Sludge Wave, Shadow Ball, Thunderbolt, Dazzling Gleam. Does a number to his team. He does not have a very fast team besides what? Mega Pinsir and Superior. Those are the only two things that outspeed my Gengar. So, and Superior does not want to stand on a Gengar, let me tell you. And Mega Pinsir, we have a decent answer in Kiana, but Sludge Wave, Shadow Ball, Thunderbolt, D-Gleam just puts in work. I definitely expect him to be very max defensive Milotic, so Thunderbolt should be a clean 2-hit KO, similar to how Suicune was before. I expected him to be very bulky on the defensive end, so Thunderbolt 2-hit KOs. Dazzling Gleam is there for the what's it called? The Dragon Boy. Como. And I am aware that he could bring Bulletproof Como, so Shadow Ball doesn't affect. That's why you have Sludge Wave. So yeah, man, the battle goes up tomorrow. I'm on vacation right now as this video goes up. My camera is messed up the whole time, but that's fine. So yeah, man, hit that like button if you're excited for the battle, and subscribe if you're new. Thank you guys so much for watching. It means the world to me. And like always, have a swell day. Peace.